Alexa, play. I got five on it. I got five on it. Alexa, stop. What's up, everybody? It's week 2 of fantasy football. Before I get started, just want to give a special start out to the captain, Captain America, David Wright. Announced today that the 29th will be the last day he will start as the Mets' third baseman. It's pretty sad. The guy, so there's some people who don't like him. Some people feel like he was a little overrated. Just look at his stats, especially the first 5 years with the Mets before the injury started. The guy was legit. 300 hitter, 100 RBIs plus, 30 home runs. He was on pace. He was doing better than Mike Schmidt's stats. And just unfortunately injuries got to him. But David Wright would always be. He's probably one of the more well-known Mets in Mets history. One of the few that played his entire career for them. I think only Ed Kranepool has a longer lifespan with the Mets than David Wright did. So just, salute to the captain. I'll be there on the 29th to root you on to see you start one last time. All right, fantasy football. So last week, I did horribly. I lost to LeBron as a bum, 105 to 81. Not only that, my picks were so off the mark. I was 2-5 last week. I'm glad I didn't bet on that. I would have done badly. On the other hand, though, on DraftKings, I did the betting of the teams. I was 10-5, and that was just pick 'em. 12-3 with the spread. Incredible. What did I say? So I wasn't completely right with the saying that the Browns were going to win. I should have said that they weren't going to lose because they didn't. It ended in a tie. And Adrian Peterson, he didn't get 100 yards rushing. He only got 96. Had some receiving yards and a touchdown. I think he scored 19 points in fantasy football. Maybe I'm going to think again about possibly trading him. Maybe I'll keep him stashed. We'll see. He's going to start for me this week because I think Fournette's going to have a hard time against New England. All right, let's look at last week's. Frank's Jets pulls the win over a legendary Giant, 123 to 112. Good job, Frank. I didn't think it was going to happen, but you pulled it off. Mean Machines, 125 to 119. A squeaker over Bubba Hitman. This is one of the few games I did get right, but man, it was a close one. Mean Machines won by 6 points. Let's see. The only other one I got right, Gotham Knights versus Team Deal. Another close one, 126 to 117. Terry, you got a good squad there, man. I think you may do some damage. Let's see. We also have Red Ghost versus Flying Buffalo Wings. Frankie, 127 to 80. Us shellacking. Good job, Frankie. You pulled the win. You're 1-0. Guns N' Roses versus NT8000. Holy crap. Evan, you pick up Connor. All he does is drop 30 points for you. Have a monster game. You blow out Marco, 134 to 79. But that wasn't the biggest shellacking of the week. William, your Brooklyn Giants, talk about a monster game. First, you start off, I think you're down over 40 points. So before even your first guy starts, then you drop 183 points. 183. Drew Brees and Tyreek Hill both drop over 40 points. 2 guys over 40. That's insane. We haven't seen numbers like that since, I believe, the championship and the playoffs of last year. What a great way. I think you have the record for most opening day points. 183 points. And bad boys, Edwin, I feel for you, man, because you had the third highest points of the week at 133, and you got blown out by 50 points. That's insane. I play you this week, so please don't take it out on me. I know you're probably upset, and please listen. Last year I started 0-5. I don't want to start 0-5 again this year. So take it easy on me. Speaking of this year, let's go. Let's check out this week's matchups. So I'm going to do something a little different this week. I'm not going to pick my game because I can never pick against me. It's just never going to happen. So it just doesn't make sense. I'm just going to pick all the other games. So let's look. We have Legendary Giant versus Guns N' Roses. That's going to be a good game. I think, Juan, I think you pull it off. I think Legendary Giant's going to take this game and go 1-1. I think Evan gets his first loss and he'll drop down to 1-1. Brooklyn Giants versus Mean Machines. I am riding the Brooklyn Giants. I'm riding the train. I'm on it. Last week's performance impressed me, and I think they're going to win again this week. I think they're going to go to 2-0. Khalid. Man, I can never get your name right. I'm sorry. Mean Machines. I think you're going to get the loss in this one. I think you're going to drop down to 1-1. Flying Buffalo Wings versus Gotham Knights. Sorry, Alex, man, but I think Gotham Knights is going to take this, man. They've got a good squad, man. And Odell Beckham, man, he's on a mission this year. I think he's going to have a monster game week 2 against Dallas where it all started. I got Gotham Knights going 2-0 and Alex going 0-2. Then we have Frank's Jets versus N-Team 8000. Sorry, Frank. I think Marco's going to get his first win. I think Kareem Hunt's going to have a big game against Pittsburgh. I think he's going to go to 1-1. I think Frank's going to drop down to 1-1. Team Deal versus LeBron is a bum. I'm sorry, Team Deal, man. LeBron is a bum. That team is really good. I'm looking at the people on there, man. It's a really good team, and I think LeBron is a bum is going to take it. So I think they're going to win and go to 2-0. Team Deal's going to drop down to 0-2. Then Red Ghost versus Bushwick Hitman. I actually think Bubba's going to get his first win. I think Frankie's going to lose. I think Bubba's going to win, and each team going to go to 1-1. So my picks are Bushwick Hitman, LeBron is a bum, MC 8000, Gotham Knights, Brooklyn Giants, and Legendary Giants. Edwin, I'm sorry. I'm going to win this week. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling my team. You guys have a good week this week. And how about the Mets? Isn't it really frustrating? Now, at the end of the season, they're about to sweep the doubleheader. Now they've won, 9 out of the last 12? Where was this in May and June? Where? I don't know. Alexa, play. Have a good week, everybody.